Olive is an ostrich. She lives with her family in the outback. But Olive is very different. Olive's dad loves to run. Olive isn't a fast runner. Olive's mum enjoys laying huge eggs. Olive doesn't like the look of that at all. Olive's little brother pecks at the ground to find tasty roots to eat. Pecking at the ground makes Olive sneeze. But Olive has an incredible imagination. So while the rest of her family are running, pecking and laying eggs, Olive can be found imagining herself going on amazing adventures when she buries her head down, down into the sand. Until she popped up somewhere new. Olive was in a big room with lots of colourful carpets stacked everywhere.
Oh, where is it?
Said a voice.
Hello, I'm Olive. Can I help?
Suddenly, a face popped out from behind a pile of carpets.
Hi, I'm Hassan. Can you help me find a carpet, please?
I can try. There are certainly lots in here.
This is my family's carpet shop in Marrakesh. We need to find the carpet quickly, Olive.
Olive hurried around looking at carpets. She picked up a green one.
This one?
No, we're looking for a red carpet.
This one?
No, that's got green tassels. The one I need has gold tassels.
How about this one?
No, we're looking for a really special carpet.
But why is it so special, Hassan?
Well, it's a magic flying carpet, and it's for a very special customer.
Oh.
I'm going to be in so much trouble if I don't find it, Olive.
A lost magic carpet. A huge carpet shop. I think I may have an idea. Maybe we need to say a magic word so the carpet will find us.
Oh, why didn't I think of that before? How about Shazam?
They looked around. Nothing.
Abracadabra.
Still nothing. So they tried all the magic words they knew.
Open sesame!
Simsalabim.
Alakazam!
Bibbity bobbity.
Izzy wizzy, let's get busy!
But there was still no sign of the magic carpet.
Oh, we're never going to find it.
We can't give up, Hassan. You need to get up and help me. Please.
Suddenly, a carpet flew straight towards them. It was the magic carpet.
That must be the magic word. Please.
The carpet whooshed down and scooped them up. It flew out of the shop, above the bazaar, then over the city and across the desert. But the magic flying carpet started to speed up and suddenly it looped the loop. And then did a somersault.
Oh, Olive, do something!
Where's the steering wheel?
But Olive had never flown a magic carpet before, and the carpet dropped into a plunging dive.
Wow!
Olive and Hassan held on tight. Suddenly, Olive realised what she had to do.
Magic carpet, slow down and fly us back to the carpet shop. Please.
The carpet immediately levelled out.
Hooray! You did it, Olive!
Phew.
Soon, they were flying back in through the carpet shop door. Waiting for them was a very large green man.
Ah, I see you've been enjoying my flying carpet. It can be a little naughty at times.
Chuckled the man.
We didn't mean to go for a ride on it, sir.
Well, that's okay. I can see you had fun.
You're very lucky having your own flying carpet.
Well, I am a genie.
The genie winked as he sat on the carpet, and with a
Please.
and a wave of his arm, he and the carpet swept out of the door.
Look, Olive, the genie has left a dusty old lamp behind.
Hassan was about to give the lamp a rub to clean it when the genie swooped back in and grabbed it.
Oh,
I'll take that, thank you. Maybe some other time. Bye.
wow. You think there are any more flying carpets in here, Olive?
After all that, I prefer to keep my feet firmly on the ground. Please.
They both laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Gek, actually, I've been for a ride on a magic flying carpet.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. She popped up somewhere new. Olive was standing beside some tall, spindly plants.
What are these plants?
Olive asked.
They're bamboo. You're in a bamboo glade.
Answered a voice.
Talking bamboo plants? How odd.
A little black and white panda stepped out from amongst the bamboo.
Hello, I'm Ming Ming.
Hello, I'm Olive.
Oh, look at your lovely blue feathers. I'm just boring black and white.
You probably wish you were as colorful as me, of course.
Boasted a beautiful golden pheasant as it strutted by.
I'm Niansu, the most colorful golden pheasant in all of China.
Hello, Nianzu.
Oh, I would love to be as colorful as you.
Then ask the wise man. Of course. Maybe he could tell you how to become almost as colorful as me.
Yeah.
Where do we find the wise man, Nianzu?
You can find him by the ancient and magnificent Great Wall of China, of course.
Oh, that sounds like it might be a long way away.
Actually, no, it's just over there.
Nianzu pointed behind them, and there, reaching up high, was the Great Wall of China.
Wow! How did we miss that?
An old man with a long beard was sitting by the wall next to some colourful washing. He was fast asleep and snoring.
And is that the wise man, Nianzu?
Yes, of course.
How do we wake him up?
We could try that gong.
The wise man woke up with a start.
What? Oh dear.
Excuse me, wise man, but how can I become more colorful? It would make me so happy.
The wise man stroked his long beard and said, wisely,
True happiness is being happy with yourself.
and then he dropped off back to sleep.
How does that help?
Olive spotted a colourful robe on the old man's washing line.
A panda who wants to be colourful. A colourful robe? I think I may have an idea.
What is it now?
Excuse me, wise man. May we borrow your colourful robe, please?
Those who ask often receive.
Is that a yes?
It is. Now leave me alone, please.
Olive took the robe and put it on Ming Ming, and she became the most colourful panda in China.
Oh, now I am as colorful as Nianzu.
Almost.
I'll show those tourists how colorful I am.
Ming Ming paraded up and down the Great Wall of China.
Look at me. Hello.
These tourists just aren't interested in Ming Ming.
Suddenly there was a huge gust of wind and it blew off Ming Ming's robe. Ming Ming was back to her usual black and white self.
Oh, no, I'm boring black and white again.
Look, a panda.
Exclaimed a tourist. They all started taking photographs.
So perfectly black and white. Over here.
Over here, that's it.
The tourists took more and more photographs of Ming Ming.
Olive, they love me. Oh, hello.
Hello, what about me? I'm beautiful.
The wise man was right. True happiness is being happy with yourself.
He certainly was. Being black and white is amazing.
And you do look lovely, Ming Ming. Smile.
And I look lovely too, don't I, Olive?
Nianzu, you and Ming Ming are both picture perfect. Of course.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Gek, actually, I helped a little panda at the Great Wall of China.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Up somewhere new. Olive found herself sitting on the bank of a fast-flowing river near a big waterfall. A delicious picnic was laid out with sandwiches, cakes, sausages and a bottle of lemonade.
Oh, I suppose this picnic must be for me. There's no one else around.
As she began to tuck in, she saw a big silver fish swim past, fighting its way upstream against the flow of the river.
Oh, that fish is having to swim really hard.
Suddenly, the fish flicked its tail and leapt out of the water. It soared through the air and landed with a plop right at the top of the waterfall.
But Keg, that was a pretty impressive leap.
Almost immediately, 3 more fish did the same thing. Splish, splash, splosh.
I wish I could jump that high.
Just then, a little voice piped up from the river.
Keep going. Gotcha. Keep going.
A much smaller fish was struggling up the river, but try as it might, it kept getting pushed back by the fast-flowing water.
Oh, dear.
It's no good. I haven't got the strength.
Hello, my name's Olive. Where are you going?
Hello, Olive. I'm Sammy Salmon. I've been on holiday in the sea with my friends, and now we're trying to get back home upstream.
Is that why they're all jumping up the waterfall?
That's right. But I'm not as big and strong as the others. I don't think I can make it.
Maybe I can help.
Olive looked around and saw the picnic laid out on the rug.
A string of sausages, a bottle of lemonade. I think I may have an idea.
Olive tied one end of the string of sausages to the bottle and then threw it into the water.
Grab on, Sammy. I'll pull you along.
Oh, thank you, Olive.
The little salmon held tightly to the lemonade bottle as Olive pulled it up the river. Before long, they had reached the waterfall.
Oh, I don't think I can climb up there.
Please, Olive. I can't jump that high. I'm only small.
Said Sammy in such a sad little voice that Olive couldn't help but feel sorry for him.
Okay, I'll go first and then pull you up.
Olive took a deep breath and, holding the string of sausages in her beak, safely began to climb up the side of the waterfall.
Be careful, Olive. Don't look down.
Olive climbed higher and higher.
What? Pardon?
I said nearly there.
As Olive spoke, the sausages slipped out of her beak.
Quick!
Help! Olive!
Sammy was carried off down the river, still clinging tightly to the lemonade bottle as it bobbed and bounced about in the wild water.
Stop! Sammy!
Suddenly, the bottle hit a rock and pop! The lid burst off. Fizzy lemonade shot out, blasting Sammy back up the river like a rocket. Sammy hurtled towards the waterfall.
Look out!
Then, whoosh! The bottle shot straight up the waterfall with Sammy.
Sammy, are you all right?
Woohoo! Did you see me jump, Olive? I'm the king of the world!
All of Sammy's salmon friends swam round to greet him. They were very impressed that he'd managed to jump the waterfall.
Thank you, Olive. Your plan really worked.
Well, I can't say it went swimmingly, but I'm glad you made it home.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Greg, actually, I helped a little salmon jump up a big waterfall.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Somewhere new. Olive found herself floating in the sea on a bright pink lilo. She was wearing a life jacket and some cool sunglasses.
Well, this is very relaxing.
Said Olive. The sun was shining and there were 2 dolphins leaping in and out of the sea nearby.
Wahoo!
Olive looked around and saw a surfer riding a big wave and he was heading straight towards her.
Greg!
Watch out, dude, coming through.
The surfer shouted, but it was too late. He collided with Olive and they went flying into the air.
Whoa, wipe out.
Olive and the surfer both washed up on the beach where a big crowd was watching.
Oh dear, I'm sorry I got in your way. I'm Olive.
Hey, no worries, dude. I'm Sunny Ray.
Said the surfer as he shook seaweed out of his hair.
Oh no, my lucky surfboard has disappeared. This is the big Tube Masters surfing competition. I'll never win it without my lucky board. Olive, could you maybe help me find it, please?
Well, I can try. Where do you think it could be?
Dude, it's probably caught on something underwater, but it'll be impossible to find. The ocean is so huge.
Olive looked out to the ocean and spied the dolphins leaping in and out of the water.
A lost lucky surfboard, some dolphins. I think I may have an idea. Sonny, follow me.
Olive and Sunny swam out to the dolphins.
Hello, I'm Olive, and this is my friend Sunny.
What's up, dolphin dudes? Hey there, how's it hanging?
We're looking for Sunny's surfboard. We think it's caught underwater somewhere. Could you maybe help us find it, please?
We'd be happy to help you guys.
Awesome, dude, thanks. Just hold on to our fins and take a deep breath.
Olive and Sunny each held on to one of the dolphins.
Let's go!
The two dolphins swam down to the seabed with Olive and Sonny clinging to their fins. They spotted Sonny's surfboard, but a giant clam had his big mouth clamped around it.
Hey, Mr. Giant Clam, can we have that surfboard back, please?
Sonny swam over to the stubborn giant clam and tried to wrestle the board out of his big mouth, but the clam would not let go. They all swam back to the surface.
It's no good. That big old clam isn't going to give me my board back.
There must be something else you can surf on.
I've got a great idea. Why don't you surf on our backs? Dude, I love it.
Yes, that sounds good. Awesome.
So Olive and Sonny hopped onto the dolphins' backs.
All set?
Yep.
Just then, a big wave curled its way towards them. The dolphins rode the wave with Sonny and Olive balancing on their backs, just as if they were on surfboards.
Extreme!
The crowd went wild. Olive and Sonny did some cool surfing moves. They looked amazing.
The gold medal winner is Sonny Ray.
And Olive won the silver.
You won the Tube Masters without your lucky board.
Dude, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you or the dolphin dudes.
Then something floated in on a wave. It was Sonny's surfboard.
My board, most excellent.
I guess that giant clam didn't need it anymore.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Bucket egg. Actually, I entered an awesome surfing competition.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Up somewhere new. It was very hot, and she could see people in green shirts and red shorts running up and down, around and around.
Egg. All this running's making me feel tired.
Tired?
Exclaimed a man. He was wearing just one trainer and jogging on the spot.
You haven't even moved yet.
Chuckled another man. He was also wearing only one trainer.
Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. I'm Olive.
Hello, Olive. I'm Haley, and this is my brother, Gabby.
I like your running kit, Olive.
Thanks. I like yours too. But why are you both only wearing one trainer? Is that a new fashion?
No, we've both lost a trainer. Yes, and we're not sure why, but only wearing one trainer makes us run in circles, and we have a marathon to run today.
What's a marathon?
It's a very long running race, over 26 miles. You really need two trainers to run a marathon.
Well, maybe you could each borrow one of my trainers, and then you'd both have two.
Gabby and Haley helped Olive take off her trainers and put them on their own feet. But Olive's feet were much bigger, so Gabby and Haley now had one giant trainer and one normal-sized one. When they tried to run, they looked very silly.
Oh dear, I don't think this is going to work.
Gabby and Haley gave Olive back her trainers.
Okay, when did you last see your missing trainers?
Well, we left them by our kit bags and lunch boxes just over there.
Olive looked over and noticed something. In the dusty ground by the bags, she could see some paw prints.
Strange. There are paw prints going everywhere, but they all seem to lead back to one of the bags.
Olive was just about to look inside the bag when out popped a brown dog with a red collar.
Bucket, hello there.
This is our dog, Oscar. He likes running too.
Oscar ran around and around. He sniffed Haley, Gabby, and then Olive's trainers. And all of a sudden, he barked excitedly. Then grabbed one of Olive's trainers, pulled it right off her foot, and ran away.
Oh, no, naughty Oscar. Now you only have one trainer too. That means none of us can run the marathon.
A dog who likes trainers. Lots of missing trainers. I think I may have an idea. Follow that dog.
They all chased after Oscar. They looked very silly running in one shoe, but they chased him up and down, around and around, over a small stream and behind some trees. Then Olive spied a big tree with a hole in the trunk. She looked inside, and there was a huge pile of trainers.
Aha! Oscar's been hiding trainers in here. We just need to find ours.
But as Olive reached for the trainers, Oscar jumped in front of her and growled.
Oh dear, I don't think Oscar will let us have them back. Trainers seem to be his favourite thing in the whole world.
Well, he does like one thing better. Sausages. And we have some left over in our lunch boxes.
So Gabby and Haley took the sausages out and waved them at Oscar. He trotted away from the tree and started munching on the sausages. Olive took a chance and grabbed their 3 trainers.
Let's put these back on and get back to the marathon.
So they all put their trainers on and ran over to the start of the marathon.
Brilliant. We made it just in time. Thanks for your help, Olive. Are you going to run the marathon with us too? Only 26 and a bit miles.
Oh, I think I've run nearly that far today, just chasing Oscar.
They all laughed. And as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Okay. Actually, I've been helping some marathon runners find their trainers.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. She popped up somewhere new. Olive was wearing a red bobble hat and a green scarf and was standing on crunchy snow. There were lots of log cabins covered with sparkly decorations. Elves were running around carrying presents. Olive was admiring the decorations and wasn't looking where she was going. She collided with an elf who dropped all his presents.
Ouch! Watch out!
Complained the elf.
Sorry, I'm Olive. Let me help you pick those up.
Thanks, Olive. I'm Eric.
Why is everyone so busy, Eric?
It's almost Christmas, of course. Here at the North Pole, it's Santa's most busy time of the year.
Oh, who's Santa?
Hello, Santa Claus. Bright red suit, white beard. Ho, ho, ho. Really? On Christmas Eve, he delivers presents on his flying reindeer sleigh to children all around the world.
Well, that does sound impressive.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, I got a dash.
Olive walked past a big log cabin. Inside, she could see 2 elves polishing a sleigh.
That must be Santa's flying sleigh.
There was a barn next door to the garage.
And the reindeer must live there.
Olive heard groans coming from the barn.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
She went inside to investigate. In one of the stalls, Olive spotted a reindeer.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Groaned the reindeer. She didn't look very well.
Hello, I'm Olive. Are you okay?
I'm Dancer, and I'm feeling really poorly. If I don't get better soon, I won't be able to pull Santa's flying sleigh with the other reindeer. He'll be one short.
Well, maybe there's some way I can help.
Well, there is a magical reindeer potion that might work, but someone would have to travel all over the world super fast to find all the ingredients.
A magical potion, a flying sleigh. I think I may have an idea. Dancer, will Santa let me borrow his sleigh? Maybe I can go and find the potion ingredients.
Oh, sorry, no one drives Santa's sleigh apart from Santa, but you could always borrow his flying motorbike instead.
Flying motorbike?
Olive looked out of the window and spotted a red and white motorbike with wings.
Here's a list of the ingredients. Be careful, Olive.
Dancer, I won't let you down.
So Olive climbed onto Santa's motorbike. Suddenly it flew up into the sky.
Okay, first ingredient. Chestnuts from the Queen's Garden. I think I know where to find those.
Olive landed in a garden where she found the Queen's gardener, Frank McBadger.
Hello there, Olive.
Hello, Frank. Could you give me some chestnuts, please? It's for a potion to help one of Santa's reindeer get well.
Of course. Here's a few I picked today.
Frank gave Olive some shiny red chestnuts.
Thanks very much. Next on the list, some tennis rackets.
Olive landed on a tennis court where she found top tennis player John McIntosh.
You cannot be serious. It's my old buddy Olive.
Hi, John. Can I have some tennis rackets, please? It's a Christmas emergency.
Sure, here you go. Hey, want to stay for a game?
Sorry, mustache. Next ingredient for the potion, fur from a Yeti.
Olive landed on Mount Everest where she found a Yeti.
Hello, Mr. Yeti. Could I have some of your fur, please? I'm on a mission from Santa.
The Yeti pulled out lots of his blue fur and gave it to Olive.
Thanks very much. Of course, I'll make sure you get a nice present from Santa. Next ingredient, a tail feather from a cheeky parrot.
Olive landed in the jungle where she found a cheeky parrot.
Excuse me, please can I borrow a tail feather?
Excuse me, please can I borrow a tail feather?
Olive plucked a feather from the parrot's tail.
Ouch!
Thanks. You may have saved Christmas.
Thanks! You may have saved
All right. Final ingredient. Smelly socks.
Olive landed in Dudley Sud's laundrette.
Oh, hello, Olive.
Hi, Dudley. Please could I have some smelly socks? It's to make a reindeer feel better.
Oh, no problem. Lots of those around here.
Thanks, Dudley.
See ya.
Olive now had all the ingredients and she zoomed back towards the North Pole. But as she sped along, the parrot feather fell off the motorbike and dropped into the clouds below.
Where's it gone?
But there was no time to find the feather. Olive had to get back. Olive quickly took all the ingredients inside the reindeer barn. Dancer had a big pot of water waiting.
Did you find everything, Olive?
I did, but I dropped the parrot feather.
Oh, no, it's almost time for the sleigh to leave. We could try an ostrich feather instead.
That just might work.
Olive put some chestnuts, Yeti fur, tennis rackets and smelly socks into the pot, then plucked one of her own tail feathers and dropped that in too. Dancer sprinkled over some magic dust, making it safe to drink. The pot steamed and fizzled. Then Olive poured some potion into a mug and gave it to Dancer.
Thanks, Olive.
Oh, that tastes horrible.
Olive and Dancer waited, but Dancer wasn't feeling any better.
Oh, I don't think the potion is working.
Oh, I guess an ostrich feather isn't quite the same.
Oh, no, those bells means the sleigh is about to leave.
Olive looked outside. The other 7 reindeer were ready in front of the sleigh, which was now piled high with presents.
Santa will be here any second.
Olive noticed there were still some ingredients left over.
A poorly reindeer, some potion ingredients. I think I may have another idea.
Olive quickly disguised herself as a reindeer, using the leftover ingredients.
I'll pretend to be you, Dancer. Santa will never know.
Well, it's worth a try.
Just then, Santa Claus himself appeared.
Ho, ho, ho! I see all my reindeer already.
Olive's disguise had worked. Santa sprinkled some magic flying dust over everyone. He climbed onto the sleigh and they all flew off.
Yay! I'm a flying ostrich reindeer.
So Olive and Santa and the reindeer delivered presents all round the world.
Ho, ho, ho! Away we go, flying through the sky.
Ho, ho, ho,
Through the snow, and if you're still awake, you'll see us flying by. It's Christmas Eve, and all the children should be fast asleep. I'll pop down the chimney, and I promise not to make a peep. If you hear hooves on the icy roofs, it's only Santa's sleigh. In the blink of an eye, I'll eat a mince pie, and then I'll be on my way. Through the night, what a sight, racing round the world. Whizzing past, lightning fast, delivering the toys to all the boys and girls. Ho, 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 away we go, flying through the sky. Ho, 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 through the snow, and if you're still awake, you'll see us flying by. So I say ho, 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 ho.
When they got back to the North Pole, it was Christmas Day. But Santa's final landing was bumpy, and Olive's disguise fell off.
Oh, what's this? There's been an ostrich pulling my sleigh.
Boomed Santa.
Sorry, Santa. I'm Olive. I'm only helping because Dancer was poorly.
Oh, well, I didn't know. In that case, thank you, Olive. We must go and see how Dancer is feeling.
It turns out I was going to have some babies. That's why I felt unwell.
Well, I never. Let's celebrate with a huge Christmas dinner. Olive, would you like to join us?
Gag, I'd love to, but I need to get ho-ho home to my family too.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Gag, actually, I've been helping pull Santa's sleigh.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. up somewhere new. Olive was standing in a park surrounded by small, leafy bushes.
Hello there.
Said a sad voice. Olive turned and saw a gorilla.
Oh, hello, I'm Olive.
She replied.
I'm Keith. Would you be my friend, please? No one likes me round here.
Yes, of course I will, Keith. You seem very nice to me.
Olive took a step forwards and accidentally trod on something.
Oh, what was that?
She'd stepped on a tiny yellow car. It was squashed flat.
Oops.
I'm always doing that.
Olive spied a tiny little man running up to the car.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You just stepped on my cab, lady.
I'm very sorry. I didn't see it down there.
It was then Olive noticed that the leafy bushes were actually tiny trees in a park.
Tiny trees, cars, and people. Wait a second, I'm a giant ostrich.
And I'm a giant gorilla.
There were tall skyscrapers surrounding the park. Olive was nearly as tall as some of them herself. Then Olive heard shouting. She looked down and saw a crowd of tiny little people angrily shouting up at Olive and Keith and waving their fists. They started throwing things at Olive's legs.
Ouch! Ow! Careful!
They don't like us because we keep stepping on things.
Maybe we should go somewhere else, Keith.
Keith and Olive walked out of the park and down a wide avenue.
But Geg, it's really hard not to step on things. Sorry. Oh dear. Sorry.
I know, it's a nightmare. Sorry.
Tiny people were running around and yelling at Olive and Keith. Sirens were going off. It was chaos.
I just want to go somewhere quiet where I don't step on anything or bother anyone.
Olive spied an especially tall skyscraper with a pointy top.
A super tall skyscraper. Lots of annoyed tiny people. I think I may have an idea. Keith, why don't we get out of everyone's way by climbing up that skyscraper?
Oh, that's the Empire State Building. Great idea.
So Olive and Keith climbed up the Empire State Building. Since they were both giants, it didn't take very long to reach the top. But there were still people shouting at them from nearby windows.
Oh, I wish they knew I was friendly.
Olive saw a helicopter swoop in and circle round them. But something was wrong with the helicopter. The rotor blade stopped turning and it started to fall.
Quick, Keith, catch it!
Keith held out his hand and caught the helicopter.
Got it.
A woman jumped out and stood on Keith's hand, followed by a man with a tiny TV camera.
Whoa, that was close. Katie Waters, NYC News, reporting live. And we've just been saved by the giant gorilla.
All the people looking out of the office windows cheered.
Thanks for saving us. What are your names?
I'm Keith Kong.
I'm Olive. Pleased to meet you.
Can I just say I love New York? Sorry for squashing things before.
Well, you two are certainly a couple of huge New York City heroes.
As a thank you, Keith was given his own special area in the park, as long as he promised to, try and stop squashing things.
Thanks for your help, Olive. Would you like to stay for a bit and I'll show you some more of New York City?
Maybe next time. But today I certainly had a huge amount of fun with you, Keith.
They both laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
But Gag, actually, I had a big adventure in New York City.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. She popped up somewhere new. It was a very hot and sunny day, and Olive was wearing a pointy hat and wooden clogs. In front of her, there was a strange building with 4 giant sails attached to it.
Oh, what's that funny-shaped building?
Wondered Olive. Olive saw a man and a little girl outside the building, fanning themselves to keep cool. They didn't look very happy.
Hello, I'm Olive. Are you both okay?
Oh, hello, Olive. I'm Jan van der Klompen, and this is my daughter Annika. We're sad because it's very sunny and there's no wind.
It is a hot and sunny day today. Even my feathers are getting sticky.
Would you like to borrow a fan?
Asked Annika.
Oh, yes, please.
Olive began to fan herself.
Thank Thank you. That's much better.
You're welcome, Olive.
What is this strange building with the funny sticking out bits?
Oh, this is our windmill, and those are called sails.
Here in Holland, there are many windmills, and we use them to make flour for bread and cakes.
The wind turns the sails of the windmill, and that works a machine which grinds the wheat and makes flour.
Now that's very clever.
Problem is, today there is no wind, so the sails cannot turn, and that means I have no flour to make a cake for Annika's birthday party.
Yes, it's today. My friends are coming. We have balloons and a trampoline, but no birthday cake.
Olive saw there was a table set with balloons for the party, and next to it, a giant trampoline.
We really need the windmill to be turning, Olive, but we have no wind.
Some fans. A windmill. I think I may have an idea. If we point our fans at the windmill, we can use them to make enough wind to turn the sails.
That might just work.
They all pointed their fans at the windmill and fanned really hard, but nothing happened.
It's not working, Olive.
I'm sure it can fan harder.
Olive fanned as hard as she could, but lost her grip on the fan. It shot out of her wing and flew up in the air. The fan got stuck in the windmill's sails.
Don't worry, I'll get it down again.
Olive jumped up, but she couldn't reach the fan.
Maybe I need to jump higher. Perhaps I could use that trampoline.
Okay, but please be careful, Olive.
Olive got onto the trampoline, and this time she bounced much higher. She didn't quite get as high as the fan, but her wing nudged the sail, and it turned just a little.
I can nearly get it.
Olive still hadn't quite reached the fan, but now, with every jump, she accidentally nudged the windmill's sails a little further.
Olive, you've done it.
No, I haven't reached it yet.
No, Olive, you're turning the windmill sails.
Oh, I am, aren't I?
Annika got onto the trampoline and began bouncing with Olive. Together, they were able to turn the windmill sails faster and faster. The sails turned and worked the machine. Soon, they had enough flour to make Annika's cake. Jan made the perfect birthday cake using flour ground in the windmill. And the party was a great success. People played party games, bounced on the trampoline, and ate slices of the tasty birthday cake.
Thanks for helping us make the windmill turn when there wasn't any wind, Olive.
Yes, thank you. Everyone is enjoying themselves and especially enjoying my cake.
Oh, it's been such an exciting day. In fact, I've been blown away by it all.
They all laughed. And as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Cake? Actually, I've been making a windmill turn.
Your head's been in the sun too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Somewhere new. Olive found herself in a busy Bangkok market filled with stalls selling everything from dragon puppets to silk cushions to coconut ice cream in buns. Olive was wearing a bright scarf, sandals and a wide straw hat.
Cake? What a lively place.
A small three-wheeled vehicle drove up and stopped near Olive. Inside there was a driver and a woman wearing sunglasses sitting in the back. The woman peered out.
How much for that dragon puppet, please?
Olive looked around at the dragon puppet on a nearby stall.
I don't know, sorry. I'm Olive.
Oh, sorry, Olive. I thought you were a stall holder. My name is Katya, and I'm on holiday here in Bangkok, Thailand. I'm in a hurry to buy lots of souvenirs before my flight leaves for home.
Maybe I can help you, Katya.
Oh, yes, please. That would be wonderful. They are all for my family and friends, you see.
Katya handed some money to the actual stall holder, and Olive picked out one of the colourful dragon puppets.
OK, what else do you need to buy, Katya?
Here's my shopping list, Olive. We can travel around the market in this tuk-tuk.
Katya handed Olive a very long list.
OK, next on the list, a surfboard.
Olive hopped aboard the tuk-tuk and they were off, zooming through the busy market streets until the driver came to a stop at a stall selling surfboards.
Ah, that one, please.
Cake, that's a big one.
Olive struggled to lift the surfboard onto the tuk-tuk.
OK, what's next? A big box of battery fans.
Olive and Katya were driven all around the market, collecting every souvenir on the list.
Thank you very much.
Oh, phew, this was hard work. Next, 4 pairs of Thai boxing gloves. A couple of giant inflatable sharks, and finally some rolls of colourful silk.
Now everything had been bought, Katya was keen to get to the airport to make her flight home.
My flight leaves soon. To the airport, please, driver.
But now the tuk-tuk was so heavy with all the shopping, the driver could not get it to move.
Cake, what are we going to do?
I don't know, Olive. I can't leave the souvenirs behind.
Olive looked over to the airport across the bay and noticed the little boats on the water. Then she looked at the pile of souvenirs.
A surfboard, some inflatable sharks, a box of fans. I think I may have an idea. Instead of wheels, maybe we can use wind.
Wind? What do you mean, Olive?
Watch this.
Olive strapped the surfboard under the tuk-tuk's front wheel and stuck the inflatable sharks to its sides, and then attached all the fans to the back, turning all of them on at once.
Hold on, everyone.
Suddenly, the tuk-tuk zoomed forward, off the road and into the water.
Wherefore, here we come.
Soon, the little tuk-tuk was bumping along over the water and heading for the airport on the far shore.
Thank you, Olive. Just in time for my flight too.
Happy to help, Katya.
Maybe you can take this tuk-tuk back to the market and shop for souvenirs too.
Thanks, but I'm pretty tired after all that shopping. I think it's probably time I tuk-tuk myself home as well.
They both laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Actually, I've been doing some serious shopping in Bangkok.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. She popped up somewhere new. Olive was in a sitting room and there was a lady on the telephone. She was wearing a long white dress.
Oh, no!
Cried the lady as she put down the phone.
Hello, I'm Olive. Are you okay?
Oh, hello. I'm Sheena. I'm supposed to be getting married today, but everything's going wrong.
Sheena took out a hanky and dabbed her eyes.
My friend has caught the flu, so she can't be my bridesmaid.
Oh, what's a bridesmaid?
Well, I'm the bride, and the bridesmaid's a friend who also wears a nice frock and should be helping me today.
Oh, I see.
A little dog raced into the room, dragging a long white veil.
Oh, no. Come back with me veil, Ralphie. Hold these rings, please, Olive. We'll need them during the wedding. The man I'm marrying forgot them.
Sheena handed Olive 2 gold rings.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Naughty Ralphie, come back.
Shouted Sheena as she chased after the dog. Just then, the doorbell rang. Olive popped the rings down on the table and opened the door. On the doorstep was a box of colourful vegetables.
Oh, I guess these are for Sheena.
Vegetables?
Yeah.
But I ordered flowers.
Oh, dear. I'm sorry.
Sheena grabbed the veil as Ralphie ran by.
Got it.
But Ralphie didn't let go, and the veil ripped in half.
Oh, no.
No, me veil. I need to wear that for the wedding.
As Ralphie ran out of the room, he knocked over the table, and the 2 gold rings went flying into the air. They both landed on Ralphie's tail. Neither Olive nor Sheena saw that they had gone.
Now I have no bridesmaid, no veil, no flowers. And if I don't leave in 5 minutes, I'll be late for my own wedding.
Maybe I can help you, Sheena. Okay, you need a veil.
Olive looked around the room and spotted the neck curtains.
Those are perfect.
She took down one of the curtains and made Sheena a new veil.
Lovely.
Well, I suppose, but I still haven't got any flowers for me bouquet.
No flowers. A box of colourful vegetables. I think I may have an idea.
Olive cleverly bunched, twisted and arranged the vegetables into an amazing bouquet.
Beautiful.
Oh, but you still need a bridesmaid, Sheena.
Olive, you could be my bridesmaid.
Oh, thank you.
Olive really enjoyed the wedding ceremony.
Do you take each other to be man and wife?
I do. I do.
Do you have the rings?
Olive, the rings I gave you, where are they?
Oh, dear. I must have lost them. Sorry.
No rings? They're the most important thing.
Just then, Ralphie trotted in, wagging his tail.
Look, the The rings are on Ralphie's tail. Here, boy.
Olive took the rings off Ralphie's tail. She put one ring on Sheena's finger and the other on the groom's.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
You may now kiss the bride.
Oh, thanks ever so for your help, Olive. You saved my wedding day.
No problem. I enjoyed being a bridesmaid.
Ralphie jumped up and licked Olive.
And I think Ralphie's enjoyed looking after the rings.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Kirk, actually, I've just been a bridesmaid at a wedding.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Somewhere new. Olive found herself on a large float surrounded by colourful decorations. She was wearing a beautiful headdress and could hear amazing music.
Oh, wow. I love that beat.
Just then, she heard a strange sound and turned to see a flamboyant peacock drying his feathers with a hairdryer.
Perfecto.
Wow, I like your feathers.
Oh, gracias. My name is Fernando, the Carnival King with beautiful colors.
That's a long name. I'm Olive, the, ostrich with blue and white feathers.
And they are beautiful feathers. Welcome to the Rio Carnival, Olive.
Thanks. What's the Rio Carnival?
It's the greatest street party of the year, right here in Rio, Brazil.
Oh, I love parties.
Then you are just the assistant I need. Can you help me decorate my carnival float and stick up all these colorful garlands, please?
Okay.
As Olive picked up one of the garlands, it unfurled like a long, wiggly snake.
Oh, this is tricky.
You're doing great, Olive. Just need to stick it to the float with some sticky tape. Now, time for Fernando to blow up his masterpiece.
Fernando attached a big floppy balloon to a balloon-blowing machine and turned it on. The balloon quickly filled with air and became an amazing giant bird.
It will be the biggest balloon in the carnival.
But now Olive was getting in a real muddle with the paper garland.
Oh, dear.
She had somehow got it tangled around her legs and couldn't reach the sticky tape on the floor. As she stretched to grab it, Olive toppled backwards and knocked over the balloon blower, breaking off the lever.
Oh, no! My balloon is getting bigger and bigger.
The balloon blower blew and blew until Fernando's special balloon finally went pop, and the balloon blower ran out of air.
My balloon blower, what a disaster!
Attention, the carnival will begin in 1 minute.
1 minute? What can we do, Olive?
Sticky tape, a hairdryer. I think I may have an idea.
With Fernando's help, Olive used the sticky tape to seal the hole in the balloon, and together they blew it up using Fernando's hairdryer. The balloon got bigger and bigger.
It's working, Olive.
But the hairdryer was filling the giant balloon with hot air, which rises, and soon the balloon floated right off the ground.
Cake!
Olive held on tightly to the balloon.
My balloon!
And Fernando held on tightly to Olive's legs.
The carnival is starting!
Olive and Fernando floated up into the sky, away from the carnival.
Olive, we have to get down!
Don't worry, Fernando!
Olive reached up the side of the balloon and tore off the tape. As the air escaped through the hole, the balloon sent Olive and Fernando soaring across the sky. They whizzed about all over the place until the balloon ran out of air. The empty balloon parachuted them safely down, and they both landed back on the float, and the deflated balloon dropped onto her head like a headdress. They looked magnificent, and they got a huge round of applause.
Olive the ostrich with the blue and white feathers, you are my carnival queen.
You know, Fernando, I could almost burst with pride.
They both laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Gek, actually, I was carnival queen at the Rio Carnival.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Up somewhere new. Olive was wearing a large diving helmet, and she was sitting on a strange creature that looked a bit like a horse.
Cake! Good thing I've got this breathing helmet. What's going on?
Asked Olive.
You're about to take part in a seahorse race.
Said a little jellyfish who was also sitting on a seahorse. There was another bigger jellyfish on a seahorse too.
A seahorse race? How exciting! I'm Olive, by the way.
I'm Jessie. I'm a little nervous as this is my first ever race.
Don't worry, Jessie. Maybe we can help each other.
Okay. Thanks, Olive. Oh, that means the race has started. Come on, Olive.
The bigger jellyfish galloped off, and Jessie and Olive rode after him.
Hold on to your seahorses!
Olive and Jessie galloped towards the first obstacle, a narrow gap between two huge rocks. The big jellyfish rode straight through, but when Jessie reached the gap, she stopped.
Oh, it's too narrow. I can't get through.
Of course you can. Follow me.
Olive skillfully rode her seahorse through the gap, and Jessie followed.
Yay!
Next, they reached a coral maze.
Oh, this looks really twisty.
We can do it. Stay close to me, Jessie.
Olive twisted and turned through the coral maze, and Jessie rode through behind. Then Olive and Jessie reached the most difficult part of the race, an old, dark shipwreck.
We need to ride through, but I've heard there's a scary sea monster inside.
It's probably just a story, Jessie. We'll be fine if we ride through together.
I suppose so.
Olive rode into the shipwreck, and Jessie followed. It was rather dark inside, and even Olive was a little scared.
What was that strange noise?
I'm sure it was nothing to worry about.
But suddenly, a creature with a long, sharp nose appeared out of the darkness.
Oh, the sea monster!
They raced out of the shipwreck as fast as they could, but Jessie did not look where she was going and rode straight into a forest of seaweed.
Oh, I've got tangled up, Olive.
Olive tried to pull Jessie free, but it was no good.
Tangled seaweed? A sea monster with a sharp, pointy nose? I think I may have an idea. Jessie, I'm going back into the shipwreck.
Olive, don't be silly.
But Olive rode bravely back into the dark shipwreck.
Excuse me, Mr. Sea Monster. Please, could you help me?
I'm not a sea monster. I'm just a swordfish. I can't help having this scary pointy nose. My name's Swordy, by the way.
Oh, I'm Olive. My friend has got tangled up in some seaweed. I was hoping you could free her with your sharp sword nose.
Of course! Swordy to the rescue!
Swordy used his sharp nose to carefully cut Jessie free from the seaweed.
Thanks, Swordy.
Yes, thank you. You're not so scary after all. Go! You've got to finish the race.
Jessie rode off fast with Olive close behind. Soon they could see the bigger jellyfish ahead as the finish line approached.
I did it, Olive. I won.
You certainly did, Jessie. The crowd love you. They're cheering themselves. Horse, see?
They both laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Okay. Actually, I took part in an underwater seahorse race.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure.